Welcome to Turiberca, the resurrection of a glorious town of the 50s. Turiberca is a village in Murmansk region on the Kola Peninsula and located on the Barents Sea coast, at the mouth of the Turiberca River. Turiberca is the only place in Russia where you can reach the shores of the Arctic Ocean by road. Turiberca is the last village on the Earth. It is 20 degrees off the North Pole. A severe land for people who are attracted by unusual, unpredictable and extreme environments and boundless northern wilderness. The virgin forests, magnificent mountains, endless tundra, and crystal clear rivers and lakes will leave an indelible Arctic impression. You will travel in time visiting ancient artifacts, historical memorials and tasting traditional specialties of the local people. Ever since the award-winning film Leviathan was shot here, Turiberca, a rural hamlet in the extreme northern edge of Russia on the Barents Sea coast, has become a popular go-to place in the Russia itinerary. The main occupation of local residents is small-scale private fishing, and now they also serve tourists, which, every year, are becoming more and more interested in the village and its sights flew after in 2014 it became the location for filming the film Leviathan by Andreas V. Jensen, which won the Best Screenplay Award at the Cannes Film Festival. Obviously, this is the most popular place in the Murmansk region. Every day Turiberca is visited by a huge number of tourists from all over the world. In conditions of quarantine, when all foreign travel is not available to Russians, Turiberca took a hit. Tourists from all over Russia rushed north. In 2015, Turiberca even entered the top 20 best travel destinations according to National Geographic magazine. Despite the lack of resort infrastructure, the village is considered one of the most interesting places for outdoor activities, mainly due to the unique natural phenomena, mesmerizing views and unusual monuments of the past. On average, it takes from 3.5 to 4 hours to get here from Murmansk by car. Part of the 130-kilometer-long drive follows a dirt road in the warm part of the year and an ice road during the winter. Winter here lasts from the beginning of November to the end of April, and the local summer is more likely to appear in the southern regions in the spring. The average temperature in July is about plus 12 Celsius degree. There was a seasonal settlement of fishermen in this place as early as the 16th century. And from the second half of the 19th century, the first permanent residents appeared in Turiberca. Colonists, they were engaged in breeding animals and catching whales. In the last decades before the revolution, the settlement was actively developing. A church, a lighthouse and the first meteorological station on the Murmansk coast were built here, and fishing flourished. In the 1920s, the first collective farm appeared in these parts, whose workers mastered the dairy industry and reindeer husbandry, and the village received the status of a regional center. In the past, the village earned its livelihood exclusively from fishing, and it had almost 5,000 residents, it says. There used to be a fish processing plant, but it closed down in 2015 when it was no longer profitable. There was also a school, but that also closed because it was no longer worth maintaining. The children and teachers moved to a school in the neighboring village. The few remaining children in Turiberca are now taken to school by bus. Since the release of the Oscar-nominated film, Leviathan, the dying northern settlement of Turiberca has become a mecca for tourists. Local residents, however, are unhappy with this popularity. Since the release of the Oscar-nominated film, Leviathan, the dying northern settlement of Turiberca has become a mecca for tourists. Local residents, however, are unhappy with this popularity. One of the native residents says tourism is a form of slavery. Waiting on the whims of other people is equivalent to being a servant. The midnight sun or white nights is an astronomical phenomenon that occurs in the subarctic, in particular, in the north of Russia. Scientifically, it takes place under a combination of circumstances, specific tilted angle of the Earth's axis and its close approach to the sun. In layman's terms, late spring and summer, the sun does not rise or set more than 6 degrees above or below respectively the horizon. Thus, you get twilight, lasting most of the day. It is an extraordinary, mysterious and extremely romantic time of the year. During that, many northern Russian cities hold various festivals, celebrations, live concerts and tours programs worth experiencing. Here are some handy tips on how to spend the period and where to travel to. Now we are inside the restaurant. We had lunch from here. Right on to Ryburka's Arctic coastline, this seafood restaurant serves fresh cod, salmon, and crab dishes. I love the atmosphere, people, and the view, and the music was also very cool. Food is super delicious and fresh. Enjoyed different types of fish. Fish soup was really good. The view from the restaurant is stunning and truly hypnotic, makes you feel like you are at the end of the world. Now it's time to go back to Murmansk. Hope you guys enjoy this video. See you again.